Twitter files, right? So we're going to go over this, right?
Okay.
Thread, the Twitter files. This has 30-some odd tweets, but luckily not too long. So, what you're about to read is the first installment in a series based upon thousands of internal documents obtained by sources at Twitter. The Twitter files tell an incredible story from inside one of the world's largest and most influential social media platforms. It is a Frankensteinian tale of human-built mechanism growth are grown out of the control of its designer. Twitter, in its conception, was a brilliant tool for enabling instant mass communication, making a true real-time global conversation possible for the first time. In an early conception, Twitter more than lived up to its mission statement, giving people the power to create and share ideas and information instantly without barriers, which is what I would like to add is the whole thing that I'm trying to say. Starts off good and then ends up as BS. But anyways, as time progressed, however, the company was slowly forced to add those barriers. Some of the first tools for controlling speech were designed to combat the likes of spam and financial fraudsters. Slowly over time, Twitter staff and executives began to find more and more uses for those tools. Outsiders began petitioning the company to manipulate speech as well. First a little, then more often, then constantly. By 2020, requests from connected actors to delete tweets were routine. One executive would write to another. More to review from the Biden team. The reply would come back handled. Oh shit. Celebrities and unknowns alike could be removed for or reviewed at the behest of a political party. Both parties had access to these tools. For instance, in 2020, requests from both the Trump White House and the Biden campaign were received and honored. However, the system wasn't balanced. It was based on context because Twitter was and is overwhelmingly staffed by people of one political orientation. There were no channels, more ways to complain, open to the left, well, Democrats, than the right. So clearly, Democrats definitely had, 99, 98, 96, so.
Well, that's a bit,
the percentage of Republicans,
I wonder why Twitter became the way it was.
Right. The resulting slant in content moderation decision is visible in the documents you're about to read. However, it's also the assessment of multiple current and former high-level executives. Okay, there was more throat clearing about the process, but screw it. Let's jump forward. The Twitter files, part 1. How and why Twitter blocked the Hunter Biden laptop story. On October 14th, 2020, the New York Post published Biden's secret emails and expose based on the contents of Hunter Biden's abandoned laptop, which it was abandoned, and it was his laptop. Twitter took extraordinary steps to suppress the story, removing links and posting warnings that it may be unsafe. They even blocked its transmission via direct message, a tool hitherto, I don't know how to say that word, whatever that word is. I don't know if that's a typo. Hitherto reserved for extreme cases, e.g. child pornography, which was totally allowed on Twitter.
Yep.
White House spokeswoman Kayleigh McEnany was locked out of her account for tweeting about the story, prompting a furious letter from Trump campaign staffer Mike Hahn, who seethed, at least pretend to care for the next 20 days. They didn't. They were just like, fuck all of you. This led public policy executive Caroline Strom to send out a polite, what the fuck query. Several employees noted that there was tension between the comms policy teams, who had little less control over moderation, and the safety trust teams. Strom's note returned the answer that the laptop story had been removed for violation of the company's hacked materials policy, which was once again BS because the laptop was left at that shop and they were allowed to do it, so there wasn't anything hacked. Although several sources recalled hearing about a general warning from federal law enforcement that summer about possible foreign hacks, there's no evidence that I've seen of any government involvement in the laptop story. In fact, that might have been the problem. The decision was made at the highest levels of the company, but without the knowledge of CEO Jack Dorsey, with former head of legal policy and trust Vijaya Gade playing a key role. So Jack Dorsey ain't know about it, which I'm honestly not surprised because they kicked his ass out of his own shit. They freelanced it, is how one former employee characterized the decision. Hacking was the excuse, but within a few hours, pretty much everyone realized that wasn't going to hold. But no one had the guts to reverse it. You can see the confusion in the following lengthy exchange, which ends up including Gade and former Trust and Safety Chief Yul Roth. Com's official Trenton Kennedy writes, I'm struggling to understand the policy basis for marking this as unsafe. So, yeah, basically this, right? Whatever. By this point, everyone knew this was fucked, said one former employee, but the response was essentially to err on the side of continuing to err. That's a weird word. But anyways, former vice president of Global Comms Brandon Borman asked, "Can we truthfully claim that this is part of the policy?" No. To which former Deputy General Counsel Jim Baker again seems to advise staying the non-course because caution is warranted. A fundamental problem with tech companies and content moderation, many people in charge of speech care little about speech and have to be told the basics by outsiders. To wit, in one humorous exchange on day one, Democrat Congressman Ro Khanna, that's a weird ass name, reaches out to Gade to gently suggest she hop on the phone to talk about the backlash re-speech. Re-speech. That's still, I don't Khanna was the only Democratic official I could find in the files who expressed concern. Gade replies quickly, immediately diving into the weeds of Twitter policy, unaware Khanna is more worried about the Bill of Rights. Okay. Khanna tries to reroute the conversation to the First Amendment, mention of which is generally hard to find in the files. Within a day, head of public policy Lauren Culberson receives a ghastly letter report from Carl of the research firm NetChoice, which had already pulled 12 members of Congress, 9 Republicans and 3 Democrats, from the House Judiciary Committee to Rep. Judy Chu's office. NetChoice lets Twitter know a bloodbath awaits in upcoming Hill hearings, with members saying it's a tipping point, complaining that tech has grown so big that they can't even regulate themselves. So government may need to intervene, which is one of the Zabo, I'm going to think that's how you say it, reports to Twitter that some Hill figures are characterizing the laptop story as tech's Access Hollywood moment. Twitter files continue. The First Amendment isn't absolute. Sabo's letter contains chilling passages relaying Democratic lawmakers' attitudes. They want more moderation. And as for the Bill of Rights, it's not absolute. Oh my goodness. An amazing subplot of the Twitter Hunter Biden laptop affair was how much was done without the knowledge of CEO Jack Dorsey and how long it took for the situation to get unfucked, as one ex-employee put in, even after Dorsey jumped in. So, yes, that was a whole lot. But basically, under the nose of Jack Dorsey without him knowing.
Yeah.
They censored that shit. And the chick, Vijaya Gade, who is one of the people that Elon Musk fired. You know that image when he's like standing in front of everybody and they're all like just looking at him. And you see that one girl
sitting in the back.
Yeah, she's just kind of like glaring at him. That's Vijaya Gade. She's the one.
She's the one who started the shitstorm.
She's the one who who went and did that. So
In the middle of the shitstorm.
good on you again, Ilana. You're doing good stuff, but you're also doing crazy
You're also
stuff.
making some weird decisions.
Right.
Thank you once again for watching, but please go subscribe on Rumble, Odyssey, and Utreon to see more content that we cannot put on YouTube. Also, check out our GameSanity channel where we play live streams of different games, and the Oreyo Show where we have a podcast about current events and interesting topics going on in the world today. Once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.